if we're looking at the total number of website visitors each month, then we're looking at data that's not actually that useful. What we want to focus on are the relevant visitors. So in this example here, we've got 623 visits over a 30-day period, and we could have a quick look at the data here to see where they came from. Now, this company targets UK customers. So out of the 623, 346 came from the UK. So we would never consider the 623 to be relevant visitors, only those 346. Now, within those 346, we're interested in those that get to certain parts of the website. So let's look, for example, at pages viewed. And we're going to have a look at two examples here. This is one service that's offered, and we're interested in how many people get to this page from the target geography, which is the UK in this case, compared to how many inquiries were gained. And we're also going to do that with another page here. So the way we get to that is here. We go to advanced filters, and first of all we pick the date range, and we decide that we're going to pick on just the country that we target. This is easy to do in the software here, not so easy to do in other systems like Google Analytics. So if we look at the UK and we look at all the data, we get a view of all the people from the UK who went to this website during that time period, as you can see here. Now, what we can also do, if we go back to these filters and reset it, is we can go back and look at the people who got to a certain page. So if we look at the page visited as being the cybersecurity page we were talking about there, it was this one here. Add the filter and show the data. It will show us how many people in total got to that page, and it showed us 18 during the 30-day period we're looking at here. But we're not interested in all of these because we can see people are coming from countries outside of our target area. So what we're now going to do is take those 18 and reduce it down just to those people who came from the country we want to target, which we do here. And that gives us 13. So all of these 13 visitors got to that page as part of their journey through the website. So we can see the dates, the times, and what they looked at page by page as they went through. You know, if this one, for example, got to the contact page, that might have been someone who made contact. And we can look for all the information in that way. And, you know, for example, sometimes people have a thank you type URL in their website, so it makes it obvious that someone's made contact. I don't know if that's going to be the case here. I'm just having a quick look through these. Sometimes people are looking at one page, sometimes they're looking at more than one. And that information is useful to look at to understand how people are engaging with the website. But what we will be doing is thinking of a 30-day period, 13 visitors from the UK got to that page as part of their journey, and we would be comparing those 13 to the number of inquiries we had about this particular service. So just to give another example, we will just go back here and we'll just reset the filters again to start again. We go through the same process. So let's say we're interested in this other page. It's always good to do this, looking at individual services that are being offered. So because that lets you really focus in on whether certain parts of the website are working or not. So these are people getting to this particular page over that same time period. And it's got 18 of them. It's just a coincidence it's the same number. You can see here, remote working. And that actually includes some people coming in from things like Google Ads. So it's even more important that that page does actually convert in there. So we're going to take these 18 in the same way, and we're going to break that down to United Kingdom just to see those. And it's going to give us a number. And it's 13. So it's very close, very similar actually. That might apply to other services as well. It might be quite different for other services. But all these people got to that particular part of the website, and they're all from the UK. And you can see in this particular case, on this date, at this time, which is about 4:25 p.m., someone actually got to the thank you page. So that means there's a tick in the box for Google Ads. They land on that page, went to here, made contact. So whoever that inquiry was from was a good thing. And so what we would do is consider that a tick out of these 13 visitors. But people might have made contact in other ways. They could have gone to this particular page. They could have used the phone number. They could have taken another action. Actually, that's the contact forms. That's the same thing. They've basically got a phone number. I don't think there's an email address on there. So they are the only ways they could have made contact with them. So that's a quick run through how you can use data intelligently to focus on the genuinely useful number of website visitors rather than the total you see coming into your website.